You've seen plenty of Melo in his career. Can he help Houston?
Yeah, I think he could help you. I think he'd help any team. He averaged 16 points last year. I think he was completely underused and forgotten about. Last summer, this time, the invention of Hoodie Melo came out. We saw him on Instagram every single day. Hoodie Melo wasn't as impressive as Oklahoma City Thunder Melo. I think that has something to do with Russell Westbrook. I mean, there were times that he was in the corner screaming for the ball, like wide open. So I think, yeah, he could bring a lot to Houston. It's a matter of what he really does have in the tank. You know, the experts said that his legs weren't the same. That happens with age to everybody except for LeBron James. I don't want to go down that road. But I think, yeah, he could be a help. I don't know if he's going to start for the Houston Rockets. And last year, at the end of a frustrating playoff loss, he said he would never come off the bench.
Right.
So I don't know how it's going to work, but I definitely think Carmelo Anthony, who did average 16 points last year and not being utilized, can be a help to Houston.
Are you still a Melo fan from his Knicks days?
I'm not a Melo hater. You know, I think I'm not a Melo hater. I mean, I think, you know, I don't have a problem with him. Like, I like his offensive game. I think that whole Knicks era when he was there, listen, if we could just blame Carmelo Anthony, we'd be in the playoffs by now. So I don't have a problem with him. So to answer the question, yes, I think he could be an asset to any team, specifically Houston. And if he's utilized, and he couldn't be utilized any less than he was in OKC, I think he'll be good to go. Him and Chris Paul, they spend time on the banana boat. How could you not pass the ball to a guy you spend time with on a banana boat?
But that photo was what, 6 years ago, 7 years ago?
Then why have them come?
They are very, very different people. The question is, what role is Carmelo willing to accept?
Yeah.
Because as you mentioned, Mike, he made it abundantly clear that he was unwilling to come off the bench. And most people probably see him in that role. There's nothing wrong with that, Skip. There have been a lot of great players. Bob McAdoo was an MVP. He came out for championship Laker teams. Bill Walton was a league MVP, a finals MVP. He came off the bench in '86, Skip. He was sixth man of the year. So there have been a lot of great players that's been great, had to go to reserve roles in order to get their ultimate goal, which is winning a championship. Now, Bill Walton had already run a championship with the Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah.
But if Carmelo wants to win a championship, Carmelo, you're not going to be the first or second best player on a championship caliber team. You're third or fourth. And there were times, you're right, that Melo was waving. But there's a lot of times that Russell Westbrook put the ball right in the pocket and Carmelo Anthony didn't draw iron. So he gets some of that blame also. Carmelo is not the same offensive force. If you want him to play like he did at the Knicks, get up 20 shots a night, Skip, you're not going anywhere. So if he's gonna be willing to come off the bench and understand, you know what, I'm the third or fourth best player. But right now, at this juncture of my career, this is where I am, and this is what's best for this team. I think he can be a viable option. But if he thinks he's the first or second best player, good luck with that, Houston.
Carmelo Anthony will be a liability for the Houston Rockets. He will be more negative than positive at this stage and age because, unlike LeBron James, he has not stayed in supreme shape. His body is still the same body that he was dragging around in New York, and he never quite got back in any kind of shape. He plays little to no defense, and he's nothing but a spot-up shooter. And to replace Trevor Ariza with Carmelo Anthony at this stage of his career is laughable to me because Trevor Ariza will 3-and-D you. He can make threes, and he shot 37% from three last year, and he is a hellacious, passionate defender who really cares about the other end of the floor, unlike Melo at this stage in age.
Well, Skip, they tried to make Melo a spot-up shooter. That's not what he is.
I agree.
He is an ISO. He's a relic, a ball-dominant, back you down.
You just said relic.
Yes.
Really? So James Harden and Chris Paul are going to stop cold and stand flat-footed and watch Melo go beep, 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 and back it down.
But that's what he is, Skip. But he needs to understand that he can't play that style of basketball anymore, and he has to adapt his game. If he's unwilling to adapt his game, if he's unwilling to adapt coming off the bench, Skip, I don't believe he can serve the purpose that he thinks he can serve a team because he's not the first or second option now.
I agree. And what happens to former sixth man of the year Eric Gordon? he is their sixth man.
Right.
And at times he's still a very, very high-end, effective sixth man.
Right.
He is.
He was, in and out during the playoffs, but he's Eric Gordon.
Right.
So is Carmelo the sixth man? Is he the seventh man? Is Gerald Green all of a sudden go to the bench? Ryan Anderson?
Well, they're trying to move Ryan Anderson. They're doing everything. They're trying to move
Stuck
heaven and
with it.
earth.
I know.
But good luck trying to move 2 years at $40 million for a guy that all of a sudden can't buy a shot. But that's the thing. You have, like you mentioned, you have Green, who they re-signed, who played very well in
I
Houston.
like him a lot.
Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon understands his role, Skip. It's going to be hard now because Carmelo has never done this before. He's been 14 years as the guy. Last year, you saw how really tough it was for him all of a sudden not to be the guy and not to have the ball. He's ball dominant. He has a very high usage rate. That's what he needs to have in order for him to be successful. Now he's going to have to learn how to play without the ball and not have the ball as much and still be effective in some way. Unless he's willing to change his mindset and says, you know what, guys, I'm not that guy, and I can be a serviceable player for someone. But until he sees himself other than Melo, the Denver Nuggets and the early New York Knicks Melo, we're gonna be right back here having the same discussion.
I'm not worried about the Rockets. They're not winning. They're not ready.
Well, you guys should be happy if Melo goes to Houston because he will help bring the Rockets back to the Lakers. You guys love you some LeBron.
All of a sudden, we're on the same page.
We're not.
Don't put me with this
you
man.
defected. Yeah. You're out.
No, I'm not. I don't want to be out.
Conference finals?
Yeah, conference finals.
For the Lakers?
Listen, conference finals for the Lakers.
Yeah. Well, put Melo on the Rockets, and you have one less team to worry about.
Unless he flips it around. Last year he was hoodie Melo. Maybe he could be psychotherapy Melo this summer, and he could change it up. Because he had 16 points isn't chump change, especially when you're the third option. Last year he was the third option.
Well, look at his shooting percentage.
What
Lowest,
was it?
40%. Lowest since his rookie year. Point total, he's never been under 20-point score. 16. But he's like you said, he sees himself like you see him.
I don't see him like that. You guys putting words in my mouth. I'm a defector.
Skip, he averaged 16 points as the third option.
I'm saying that's not
he
chump
shot
change.
40%.
When you're getting the ball at the last second, you chuck it up.
Yeah, sometimes you get the ball in the first second and chunk it up.
Russell Westbrook, he
Stop blaming Russell for his
I
problems.
love Russell Westbrook. He crippled my man. He crippled him. Took his legs away. And his headband.
Well, then why did Paul George go back and play with him then if Russell bad?
No clue. No clue why Paul George.
Oh, you mad because he didn't come play with the Lakers?
Nah, but the Lakers. I don't care about these guys, these purple and gold. I'm glad they keep defacing.
False.
I think you're the guy who's defacing
False.
the LeBron statue.
You
out
doing
here.
it?
No, I'm not.
You know what? I thought it was Skip. Then I thought it was Dan Gilbert. I thought it was a Kobe fan. In all actuality, it might have been you.
I like the 3 and 6 touch. That worked.
Yo, that's dope.
LaFraud.
That was dope.
I want to go out there with
That was dope.
I want to go out there with Skip with some David Blatt mask in the darkness of night and throw some eggs at the statue.
No.
Yes.
I got something for y'all. I got a couple of partners watching it from here on out. They got them gadgets waiting on you.
So, you know what Melo I want to see next year?
Which one?
Thinner Melo.
He was thin last year.
No,
Hoodie
he
Melo
was
lean
not.
and mean.
He was not. He's still got a piano on his back. He's got to get the piano off his back.
Well, he's had knee
Play
problems.
like that.
I agree.
Okay, well, that's the problem. You got to take some weight off.
I think he's lean and mean. Denver Nuggets with the weird braids Melo was heavy, but he was young, lean and mean. Knicks Melo, I think he's thin.
Yeah, the game was different then. He could be bullish in the low post.
Yes,
Kobe used to say, I can't guard him in the low post. He's just too strong. Well, not anymore.
We'll see what happens.
But my guy ain't missed a beat.
No?
Not yet. But don't you think he
Shake.
looks thin 3 weeks after playing basketball? Just all of a sudden, boom, he lost weight without playing basketball.
Normally what happens
Weird.
Normally, this is
Strange.
how, I know this workout thing is new to you, but normally Skip can attest to this. If you don't lift, you lose the weight.
Like that?
Like that.
Come on, man.
Yes. Well, I mean, I know it's this foreign to you, this weightlifting.
What are you
workout.
saying, Shannon? What are you saying?
I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying, Skip and I, we talking, about working out, and we understand the transformation that a body goes through when you lift and when you don't lift.
I mean, everybody's talking about the guns on Shannon Sharpe. Look at the shoulders on Skip Bayless.
What?
I put in
I
the work.
I don't even do arms.
You
I
just-
don't do curls. What I do curls for? I did tricep work. I was trying to push somebody off me. I wasn't trying to pull anybody to me.